to start with Claude Desktop, and I'm going to ask it some questions here. So let's get Claude Desktop to talk about my EKS cluster in detail. And there it goes, trying to run cube control there. Amazing. It's going to check my nodes, my namespaces already, what deployments are running in my namespaces, and let's see what services are running in my namespaces, as well as details of the EKS cluster. And looking at system resources, storage classes, and the 2048 game deployment, which I ran from the EKS auto mode tutorial on the AWS page. So that was really quick. So without me having to type kube control in any way, it automatically ran that for me on my AWS account. Now it came up with all these namespaces, nodes, deployment details, services, etc., in storage details as well as all the API resources that are available. So imagine not having to remember all the kube control commands to do this. Now there's additional features with EKS Auto Mode, which is Carpenter, the AWS Load Balancer Controller, the CNI, the metric server that it's running, and the current status as well as the security configuration. Now I'm going to ask it further questions around what's running behind the scenes. Now I know that it's running auto mode, but I'm just seeing whether Claude Desktop knows what EKS auto mode is and whether it's possible for it to pick up whether it is EC2 instances running behind the scenes as nodes in this EKS cluster, or is it auto mode? All right, so it seems to have picked up the I- notation here, and these are EC2 instances. The naming convention is standard. Now, it also says that it's running BottleRocket OS, so it's the minimized operating system running on these nodes in EKS Auto. And it's also looking at the node pools as part of the node class. So that's picking up how it's configured in a managed sort of way. So it's picking up that it's managed in some kind of aspect, but it's not actually saying whether it's EC2 or auto mode. So, well, that's great. And also it picked up Carpenter as well. Now I'm just trying to test out Carpenter here. Let's scale it to a third node. I mean, this should be happening behind the scenes anyway with your workload with Carpenter. I mean, that's the benefits of it, but I just wanted to test out whether it can use Carpenter efficiently without me having to tell it anything. Okay, so it looks to be that it's working. It's already provisioned a new node in the right way. And let's see the node pools to see if it's still being provisioned. Looks like all the new pods were placed in the existing nodes. So yeah, let's see if we can increase the number of replicas to see if a new node can be created. So this is really awesome demo. Okay, so it continually checks, right, the value of running Claude Desktop MCP server on our EKS environment. So it continues to talk to itself to see whether the status has been updated. All right, so finally a new node has been provisioned by Carpenter. It's still making sure that the node is in ready state. So let's see if the pending pods are being scheduled in the new node. And finally, we have scaled our EKS cluster to a third node. So it also tells you what it did. And it was just saying that because it had very small resource requirements, they had to create a resource intensive deployment in order to do this. Awesome. So I was able to demonstrate Carpenter orchestration or auto scaling via Claude Desktop. Really awesome demo to showcase how EKS Auto Mode and Carpenter work together in order to scale out its nodes through Claude, through natural language. Now, let's make sure that we can delete the resource hungry deployment because we don't need it anymore. Okay, and it looks like it is proceeding to delete that and consequently removing that third node and scaling down. So we picked up what I was trying to say. It's like, okay, we don't need that deployment, therefore we don't need that third node. So it was able to read between the lines and scale back down, which is quite amazing. And it'll continue to keep doing this until it's ready. Yeah, so this will alleviate the pain of checking the status, continually checking the status, right? And being glued to your command line, your terminal to see what's happening there while you grab a coffee. You can just let this run and let Claude sort it out for you. It's also checking the consolidation settings and continue to try a little bit more specific command to see if it deprovisions the node. Okay, and Carpenter has removed the third node from the cluster. And it gave me a really good summary of what it did to deprovision